live, obviously, to see.
I'll be back.
All right, buddy.
This is the one that I grew up watching. Well, like obviously he didn't run it. Like I was super little, but dog, go pee. You literally peed in the house. I know that you have to pee. Come on. Hi. Come on. No. Girl, sit though. Good job sitting. Like you can do a T-Mac throwback to when he was in the Sweeteners Plus car. We can do that. Like I don't know. Basically, whoever you got, I can pretty much find. I can find if as long as we can find pictures and I can get the colors off the pictures, I can remake
Right.
them.
Well, I'm either going to do Jackie Barr, Steve Francis, or maybe Daryl Lanigan, or maybe Joe Frank.
What are y'all doing that for?
The spring fling. We're gonna do tribute rap. So like, I have one, but it's not gonna be for spring fling, I guess.
I thought y'all were doing the bloomer raps for spring fling.
Well, I'm there. It's like a 2 or 3 night race. I'm gonna run the Bloomer
If
one
you
night,
qualify,
and
if you qualify,
I'm fucking qualifying.
because it's the second night is only for people that qualified out of the first night.
Well, I'm qualified, buddy.
Go bathroom. We're not just gonna stand outside here, buddy. Go to the fucking bathroom. I swear to God. We're gonna throw it. See, I want to do an Austin Hubbard throwback, but I used to love watching him.
He's number 19, ain't he?
Well, he's number 11, his family-owned car, but he drove the painter's reliable paintings car. I have a bunch of old pictures of cars when I grew up. I'm gonna send them to you.
Did I just hear somebody run a 3?
What
how
happened?
How old's Austin Hubbard?
Yeah, he did.
Shit, I don't know. Maybe 30s.
Holy fuck.
You would have you. I know for sure you saw him race, because he used to race in Delaware and Hagerstown a lot before he went national. Or he went and won the World of Outlaw Rookie of the Year, I think.
Well, I watched him like when he would go to East Bay and stuff.
Yeah, I remember. Well, yeah, I think he won East Bay the one night.
Yeah,
you sure he's not
him
like...
and Bloomer was going at it.
Yeah, there's a photo of him feet
might-
blooming in our right rear.
Yeah, I know.
He might be like late 20s.
Maybe. I was thinking about remaking that, and then I feed you a right rear, and I could repost the picture.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
No, I think I am.
I'm pretty sure.
We're not gonna do that.
I'm pretty sure Austin Hubbard, my sister used to race go-karts against when like they were like 5 years old.
Possibly. Now I think he ran. I think like either last year, he ran modified at Georgetown.
Cause he's from this area.
Yeah. You're a big pony. Tyler Hershey. Oh, that's a fucking guy, man. Tyler Hershey, the Hershey brothers, like Hershey Racing Engines.
Yeah.
That's him. He was a big guy that I followed when he was in PA, number 74. Number 74. Nick Dixon.
Oh, look, it's Malibu's most wanted, most hated.
Who?
That Malibu's most hated.
Me?
I would vote.
That's me.
Why does that Gavin kid got something against
Gavin who?
Something Sean posted, he said no thanks.
Dude,
I don't know.
Trash.
Who are you talking about?
Gavin Balderas.
Okay, what about him?
When I shared your like graphics thing, he commented on it and said no thanks.
I just read it in like a smart ass mouth manner. So I figured he would do the thing.
Well, he probably posted that to be a smart ass.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Although his fucking
Why
raps
no one
like
races in his fucking
water.
league? Why no one races in his league?
Fucking facts.
But what was his name again?
Gavin Balduris or something like that.
I'd never heard of him.
Yeah,
Must be nobody.
I don't think anybody's ever heard of him because his fucking raps are butt cheap.
I've never heard of Alec Bowman kid either, or Dirk Lake Nation.
Ooh.
I did almost have your car done there, Bucko. That old switching up the colors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Farmer about to be rolling in something tits.
Yeah.
Bro's gonna look like a certified pimp.
I'm fucking ready. Hey, that's going on the spoiler.
Certified pimp.
Certified pimp. I'll message you now.
If you ain't limping, you ain't pimping.
Well, hell, I don't know. Whoa, shit, bro, you scared the fuck. Oh, it's in my bed. Well, which one should we do? Limping? If you ain't limping, you ain't pimping, or certified pimp?
I don't know. How about fuck Steven Hart? We can put that on the car.
No, we cannot.
No, we're not doing that.
Put it right across the nose. Somebody had beep beep on their nose. Like instead of headlights, they had beep beep. Kind of hilarious. He was the one that ended up trying to straight line me. You trying to get your tail? Yeah, the guy with the beep beep on his car, he fucking tried to kill me.
Oh.
I took it personal, so I drove around outside of him. At Knoxville. Dude, Knoxville had a fucking curb. Yeah, he tried to door me. Knoxville had a curb, and when fucking... Bro, Tyler has to show you the video, or the replay or whatever. So, coming off 4, right? I clear the guy. He drives into my right rear quarter panel, hooks me to the outside fence and turn 4, right? I literally hit the wall in the air, somersaulted off the wall, landed on all 4 tires, but when I was spinning through the air, right? Tyler Potter's right front tire jumped mine, and he went barrel rolling. I stayed right side up the entire time. I was just spinning in a circle in the air. Bro, I landed on all 4 tires and then drove away, went in the pits for like 2 seconds, missed my pit stall. So then it didn't fix my car at all. Came back out in like 15th, and I was up on the fucking wall
Good luck, guys.
that the left front was toting in the air. Like I couldn't see anything. Just ripping it around people. Like it was ridiculous. I was seeing red because it honestly, you would have probably got a message that's Steven bitching, because if I would have got back up to him, I would have fenced that motherfucker so hard. Because I drove back up and caught Tyler, and Tyler didn't have any damage. And I had a left front all smashed in.
I think it's
Bro, if I would have caught him, oh my god. The amount of damage that he would have had, we wouldn't even be considered teammates anymore. I was literally coming for him.
We got 35 minutes to run.
Drop that. That's the doorstop. God damn you. Oh yeah, I would have. Oh yeah, dude, I would have killed this shit.
I was gonna say, I think they get.
I would have actually killed.
Caution.
Bowman, you missed a good one at Georgetown.
I went to Hagerstown. Yeah, I watched Georgetown on the flow.
Nah, because every caution is 4.
Hey, I got a fucking slogan for my fucking spoiler.
Whatever it is.
What is it?
So we can only really
Fuck Twisted Speed. Oh, that one.
On God. On God. On God.
The only thing
I told somebody that they need to delete the game because their rap was so ugly in the last official, and he had Twisted Speed off the side of it. I said the only thing that looks good on that car is the Twisted Speed logo. Because I made it.
Yeah, Bowman, the only thing you didn't miss at Georgetown was how dusty it was.
Yeah,
Dude,
I figured that much.
That track gets insane.
Hold on, puppy. Give me a second.
Hang on, but I'm gonna show you a video real quick.
Hold on, I'm gonna jump off because I'm gonna join on my PC here in like half an hour.
Register now. You might miss like practicing.
Are you gonna still be on?
Probably will make.
Are you gonna be on?
I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I got the mid-south race.
Oh, you're running that. That's right. I
Yeah,
forgot.
right here. Right here.
No.
Hold on.
Used to be able to withdraw.
Oh, here they are.
race
Here's
while you're in
the
it,
21
and then
cars.
withdraw.
Is the ones that Shuey.
You used to.
That's
I don't
Chris
know if you
Shuey.
can.
But I sent you a couple other cars that I really
you
like
still
too.
can. You can still do that.
Alright, you watching? What? Who said?
I dig the.
Wait, so
I
you can't
dig
have
the.
more than one caution, or you have to
15.
run out of
I like
the
that.
race.
The Steve
Those are
Francis.
options.
Look.
Yeah, dude, like that was like probably one of my favorite cars of his. Ooh, I like that Steve Francis car you posted too.
Are you even sharing your screen?
Oh, fuck. Damn.
Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right here.
Come on.
Here we go.
Okay.
I apologize to him for that. And then this is what I get in return.
Boom. Junk. Upside down. He's upside down. He's junk. That's fucked.
He's junk, boys. He's fucked.
I'll show you my replay once I get on.
Alright.
Whoever's running that skull.
All right, I'll talk to you.
I do not know what you attempted to do there.
Sean, any feedback?
I'm waiting to hear back from him, buddy.
Brother, if I have to run this goddamn CFM, I have to run this CFM. Where else could I go?
Nice car in the middle back stretch.
You could probably look
Checking out by the two.
if he doesn't get back. If you go to Supers,
I'm back.
I guess Welch deleted it.
I got all the CFM all passed, and I got the house
Before
speed
we
all
even
passed.
get into turn 3, huh?
But I got those from somebody else.
Someone got really angry.
Well, we
on
used to
the,
have the
bump
all
drafting on the
track
back stretch,
thing
but hadn't realized we were
Yeah,
still
hang on.
in the middle of the corner.
Like, Welch deleted it.
No, we only have the all track thing in pros. I know what you're talking about.
I don't even see it in the pros. Only thing that he posted in the pros, it's all track. Oh, there it is, right
The
there.
start
Yeah.
was weird.
You were about to
I wasn't
read it
sure if
out.
the leader just didn't go.
I thought it was.
What time do you need it
The
by?
leader has to wait for the green
Farmer?
regardless.
Yes, right here, Speed Ranch, all track pass.
Okay.
Right here,
For
Farmer.
Supers?
He just has
Yep.
to be in the box.
Yeah, because I have it. I'm in a race right now.
Yeah, but I-55 set up.
I should.
Got to get your 2-year-old son
I got,
to sim break. You
I just
can't be
tagged
worse
you
than
in it.
half the guys out
Oh,
here.
right here. Got it. Appreciate that.
He ain't wrong.
You know what I'm saying? I got
Thanks,
you, big
Joseph.
dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thanks, Joseph, for
Or-
backing me up. Somebody said I was wrong
What?
about that, and I was pretty sure I was not.
Want smooch?
What the fuck did you just ask that man?
Racing fun again.
I said asked him if he wanted to hug.
No, motherfucker. What did you just ask? Marty, I know you heard that.
I
I
asked him if he wanted. I asked him if he wanted to hug.
No,
asked
That's
for
only for the
Dylan.
start of the race.
No, I
You have
did
to wait for the
not.
green.
That is definitely what
Every
came
other
out your
restart,
fucking
you
mouth,
box
brother.
on the leader.
If I heard you wrong, I
That is
apologize,
correct.
but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
You're
It
lying.
says it in the rules. If you read the rules, that's exactly what it says. The flag starts the initial
That's
start of
so
the race.
cap.
The leader has
Yeah,
Check.
that
See,
mid
the guy
south.
go
Oh,
restart there.
here's the practice line.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Alright, man, line up on the
I learned that when I got my first pole, and
Pale
I
horse
didn't
racing.
go when the
When
green
you go
went,
there.
because I thought it was on me, and I caused a massive wreck, and everyone blamed me for it, which was my fault.
It's funny
And
how
I
we
have
remember
the,
that
and
kind
they
of
want
stuff.
the
isn't it?
video. I got the video. If you listen to it very carefully,
Well, it
you
was
can hear
also
me let
like
off.
4 days ago, so. Oh shit, I got some core iRacing memories.
can't remember your last win, but you remember that time you fucked up.
That's true.
You learn more from your mistakes.
What's the saying? I hate losing more than I like winning.
Kyle Busch, right?
Y'all might have to go make us go fund me.
I think so.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All-time Kyle Busch quote is, "I'm just here so I don't get fined." Excellent work right there.
Everything's great.
My team did absolutely nothing to help me.
Everything's great.
Safe cars in. Green flag, green flag.
This is gonna be a battle for me tonight.
Outside. Stay low. Low there. Hold your line. You're clear high. Clear high. You got one outside. Still there. Stay low. 32.059. Stay low. On the high side. The car reaches 8. Jump 50 off the left. 31.89. Still there.
To the left.
11, if you want to go around, go around.
Still there. Hold your line. All clear. All
Oh,
clear.
no. Hardy. No, Hardy's here. I don't know who left. Tyler, maybe?
Did Bert leave?
No.
No, he's still there.
Hurt dog left.
Came up and said, came up and this game.
You said you come up? What? Whoa.
Whoa, bro. Hey, I'm right back. I gotta get a umbrella. Fucking. Oh, shit, man. Yeah, fire suit. Yeah. 29.654. Oh, crazy.
Hey, Hyper Race and JBL truck, I've seen you guys hit each other like 5 times. Please don't.
29.924.
My arm, so I actually started like bringing 13 iron bits, and so I can attach it to the back, and to the other end of the look, my red, right, take my red, anchor, trapped. Furniture by and after the research, basically need 20 for 9, just 29.921. Oh, whoa, and that's so good. And it all ran back.
923.
You alright over there, Bert?
Yeah.
You gonna pick the world up?
Yep.
You over there jamming out like you there, brother?
Yep.
You alright mentally over there?
Huh?
You alright mentally over there?
Yep.
I love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Sound like you're going through though there with that song. I know I used to listen to that song when I was going through shit. That's the only reason I said something.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Make me feel like fucking invincible.
Yep.
You are invincible because it just. Are you done making that route?
Almost done, yeah.
Okay, so in the same amount of time that he made it.
What?
You made it in about the same amount of time he made it, and it looks better.
Because I'm just him.
According to Elena, Bert, we're not him. We're not him, okay?
Yeah, and he ain't her.
He ain't he. He ain't he. No, oh my God, yo, I just understood what Bert said. She ain't he. She ain't she.
Yep.
She is a he.
Exactly. And I told her to make me a sandwich yesterday. I think that's what made her mad. If she wants to be a girl, she can go make me a sandwich.
She wants to be a bitch.
Mm-hmm. And she had a fit.
See, I'm all about like my woman does stuff for me, but like there's limits, you know.
Yeah. I was just trying to make her mad.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't think nothing about that bitch. Fuck that bitch. I am gonna need you to look here, brother. You're gonna go take that Coors Light fucking logo off my fucking car and put Corona. Please.
Corona?
Yes, please, sir. I hate Corona. Corona is disgusting. Or Coors Light. Coors Light is disgusting.
Oh, I told Bert to put old Jack Daniels on there, but he didn't listen.
Jack Daniels is nasty too. I like Crown Royal. I drink Crown Royal before I drink Jack Daniels.
Good thing Crown Royal's on here.
Yeah. I'll drink Crown Royal. What's the other shit? It's not Jack Daniels. Jim Beam. Jim Beam's nasty as fuck too.
No, it's not.
I don't do whiskey, bro. I don't do a lot of whiskey. I'm a tequila. Like, you swerve down a Mexican, bro. I like tequila. I like tequila and fucking
Tito's.
No, I don't. No, Tito's is not tequila.
Dude, my dad loves Tito's.
Tito's is vodka.
Yeah, I know that.
It's cheap and it gets you drunk. I mean, Tito's is kind of expensive, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If he was drinking that shit like that, hey, he must have some deep pockets. All I'm saying, brother. That shit by the big ball is expensive.
Dude, I am struggling in the trucks at Texas in turn 1 and 2.
Texas.
31.067. Got one inside. Still there. All clear, all clear.
I wish my dad would get back here with some freaking food, bro, because I'm freaking starving over here.
Hurry up, Pops. He's starving.
Yeah, big time.
31.184.
I ain't ate all day.
That was close, Donald.
Whenever I can't eat, I can't
Thank
do
you,
rap.
Cor. I
so-
ran out of talent, as you can see.
No,
Thank you.
you're making Bowman. You're making Bowman's people pop out on that Gavin man. You hear me, Sean? But one of Bowman's fucking real life guys done fucking posted his picture of his IRL car on there, saying I second this. He said they do real cars too.
Outside. Stay low. You're clear high, clear high. Outside. Still there.
I need a caution. My tires are gone.
31.401. Still there. What's the line?
Where is he at? I'm over here honking for some food, bro. I'm like a goose.
Outside. Still there.
Daddy's here.
All clear, all
Who's that?
outside.
Oh,
Hell,
no,
hang on
I'm
to it,
leaving.
Kyle Hardy.
Oh, I'm leaving.
Who's up?
That's
What's
Riddle.
up, brother?
Stay low.
Daddy has arrived.
And Daddy is out.
Stay low.
Who
Clear, all clear.
Where'd he go?
is it?
Now Daddy has arrived.
Nah.
Say hello.
Real Daddy arrived.
Oh man, what's up, buddy?
Why am I busting those things?
Huh?
I mean, please.
What was you about to send to me, Sean?
Clear low, clear low. 31.
Oh yeah.
3,
I need to practice. I'm in a practice session right now. I'm probably the only C fucking class driver that's made this feature every week.
You share your screen, I'll help you adjust on it. I really don't know how they're gonna be.
Well, okay, so we're gonna have
honest
to
with
adjust to my driving's kind of ass. So
That's fine.
if you can't get
Or tighter or looser.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, okay, so
I hope you say tighter, to be honest with you.
I mean, yeah, I like tight. I can't stand the loose. Especially if I'm riding the wall, or if I'm at like this track to where if you're coming off the bottom, you slide up. I want it to be tight. That way, I don't just fucking ass pack the fucking wall.
In other words, I know what tight things look like, so I can help you.
Whoa, I don't know about that.
Buddy, you act like I haven't explored your holes, man.
Whoa!
I knew that was
coming.
Yeah, Sean. We want to talk about Elena.
Whoa!
The man, he, she, they, them, that. Hey, man. Hey, Hey, I can't lie. That motherfucker gave me a lot of money. I can't say nothing.
Hold up. Hold up. Why is my door shut? I swear I had it open.
My bad. I forgot to, reopen it.
Oh, I might go look.
Like, these are about to be the worst setups you've ever touched in your life, or the best ones.
Well, I know them pro ones were some of the best ones to fucking twisted fucking metal. Thought it was a good idea to ass pack me and take me out.
Oh yeah, I know Daddy. I know Daddy can get you right in the damn Pro late models.
Oh, there we go. Fucking full screen.
You're gonna have to add gas for the race setup because it's a 50 lap race. Hey, you can try Q. Go to let me overview the setup real quick. Go to chassis. Go down. Keep going. Alright, does that gear seem right? I really forgot what I needed to be there. Load up your speed wrench setup, speed wrench call setup, and look what their gear is.
I tell you what, you go load in a freaking Fairbury setup and put it on outdoor, and you'll be ripping.
You take a outdoor step and put on Fairbury?
Damn poor truck. If this
Put
lap
a 94.
race is 5 laps longer, I think we might have a chance to get that.
Fuck
group
that
in front
high
of us.
shit he runs, yeah. Apply. Done.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's hard to pass that. I think we need about 20.
If it's terrible, we'll fix it. If it gets worse, then I suck. And if we get even worse after that, you suck. I'm just really glad you wasn't lying about your driving style.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Hey, we just popped it out second quick, first lap, boys. How we feeling?
Feels good. Just let's see.
She looks a little loose.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what it's
yeah.
trying to get. Like it's
Okay,
like if I
but-
tweak the wheel a little bit less, it wants to throw me to the right.
Yeah, alright, go to garage. Let's start with stagger. Just go one click down on rear stagger. That's the most simplest way to fix it. And I killed my tires at the beginning of this race. I am just falling like a rock now. That looks a lot better. Looks a little tight though.
Yeah.
Okay, if you just use more gas, it'd be faster. But I
Hey,
mean,
that guy's gonna make it.
if you're not a throttle smasher, then I can make it tighter without having to have that push problem. I just like to have my setups where I gotta be more on the throttle for supers.
Yeah, I'm more on the throttle because I suck at throttle control.
What's your fastest lap?
11.5.
Yeah, what an ass here. Good job.
I need to figure out how to save tires. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Go to
11.5
garage.
not too.
That's the cleanest race I've been in like 4 weeks.
And then go to 6 on stagger.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Go to 6 on stagger.
I really need to learn how to save
And
tires here. I
on
went from
chassis.
5th to 13th. I burnt my shit up.
Go to chassis.
Lift
Go
earlier.
all the way down. Or actually, go back up.
Yeah.
Your right front packer, go down
You'll run
2
them back down
clicks
after?
to 500, I believe.
Go down
Yeah.
to the left.
I'm usually pretty
Yes.
good at saving tires, but Texas is
Yeah, there you go.
the outlier. I can't figure it out.
Just try
no
it,
matter
yeah.
how early I'm lifting.
Just try that one or go down another cliff.
No, try it like that.
Is there an issue, 22?
I'm sure the track also slowed down,
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking.
but maybe like a 6 would be solid. Yeah, that looks a whole lot better. Still a little loose off, maybe.
Yeah, a little loose on the back.
Alright, yo, I'm gonna hop off for the night.
Alright, see you, babe.
Alright. See ya.
All right, buddy.
Introducing the My Kubota app. With My Kubota, connecting with your local dealer is easier than ever. Find them with just a tap and contact them quickly for any assistance you need. Access comprehensive resources like how-to guides, owner's manuals, fault codes, maintenance schedules, and more. Everything you need to keep your Kubota running smoothly. Download the app today.
Brian lived a lifetime of moments in those 27 years. Through his death, the lives that are being saved because of that one decision has just been incredible. And that's all I wanted for Brian and I was more time. And through Brian's gift, here Dan gets to have that with his daughters. You know, as a dad, I was proud of that as much as I was of the racing accomplishments.
Hey race fans, have you set your Dirt Draft lineup yet? Dirt Draft is the fantasy racing app you can download right on your phone. Pick a team of 5 drivers within your $100,000 salary cap, and the better they do, the better you do. You earn points to spend in the Dirt Draft speed shop for all kinds of cool stuff, from t-shirts and hats, race tickets and pit passes, or even a season pass to Flow Racing. New subscribers even get a free Dirt Draft t-shirt. Download the Dirt Draft app now from the Apple app or Google Play Store.
Why isn't banking easier? Banking through Chime is easy. With fee-free overdraft up to $200, getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, and building credit with no interest or credit check, you can stay focused on your progress. Join Chime, the #1 most loved banking app.
Ever wanted to stay on vacation longer? Us too. With Vrbo's long stay discounts, you can stay longer and save more on select properties. Gotta love a win-win. Book the perfect summer getaway today with Vrbo Private Vacation Rentals. Your future self will thank you later.
The Highland Racing redraw wheel is set up down in Texas Motor Speedway Dirt Track Victory Lane, and we are now about to find out who will start where in tonight's FK Rodden's Dash. So for that, let's go back downstairs to Tony Laporta.
Oh yes, Chase, we are about to find out where our 6 FK Rodden's Dash qualifying drivers will start said FK Rodden's Dash in a little while. But before we find out where they'll start that race, we got to tell you about how this big, beautiful piece of machinery works. This is the Kubota High Limit Racing Roulette Redraw Wheel. It's been a couple weeks since we last raced. In case any of you forgot how this works, we'll go through it quickly. The drivers in tonight's FK Rodden's Dash will come up one by one. Since this is not a split field for qualifying, they will come up in the order of heat race winners 1, 2, and 3. And then we will go to the fastest transferring cars out of those 3 heat races, again going in 1, 2, and 3 order. The drivers will come up, heat race winners first, transfers second. They will stand right here next to me. They will answer the High Limit Racing hot seat question. None of them know what it is. It's a complete secret. Then after they answer the question, they'll take the turns, they'll spin the wheel, and whatever number that wheel lands on after that driver spins seeds them in tonight's FK Rod Ends Dash. The trick is nobody knows exactly where they'll start until the very last driver or sixth driver of the night spins, because you want the lowest number. So say 5 out of 6 drivers have spun. Brad Sweet, for example, has spun a 5. That's a very low number. That's good. But our last driver comes up to spin and they hit a 3. That is smaller than a 5. Boom. That puts them right up to the top. So the name of the game is you want this wheel to stop on a small single-digit number. Of course, if it hits 00, you automatically get the best starting position available. So with that, we are ready to go. We're going to kick things off down here with our TJ Forged Heat Race #1 winner from Indianapolis, Indiana. He ran second here in the spring race back in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tyler Courtney. Tyler Courtney is here. Friend, is that a new suit? It looks sharp.
I got it at Chili Bowl, so kind of new.
For a minute, I thought you were going to say you got it at Chili's, but I don't think you got it there, did you?
No, not at Chili's.
Okay, you can get a triple dipper, though. I'll tell you that much right now. Hey, we're getting ready to spin the redraw wheel. You guys ran second here back in 2024 in the spring race. Jake Argo and I were talking about that. Can you transfer anything over? That race was a year ago. Can you use anything from that race here this evening?
Yeah, a little bit. The track's sort of similar as the spring race last year. But yeah, I mean, you try to use some of your same notes, but stuff changes throughout the year from year to year. So yeah, just a few different things we got going tonight than we did probably last year. But all in all, our Austin Engineering car's been pretty good from the drop of the green tonight.
All right, we want to thank you for coming on the High Limit Room a few weeks ago with Chase Rodman. That was a great conversation we had. We are ready for the hot seat question of the night. This question comes to us from, believe it or not, a gentleman named Flounder Malone. So Flounder Malone from Belleville, Pennsylvania wants to know, Tyler, what is your hobby or what do you enjoy doing away from the racetrack?
Either going golfing or going to the casino. Those are probably my 2 favorite things.
Which one costs more money?
Depends on the day.
I like it. Tyler Courtney, let's make some noise for him here in Fort Worth, Texas. Tyler Courtney, our first driver to spin here. The lower the number, the tougher it'll be for the rest of this field of FK Rod Ends Dash qualifying drivers to start up in front. Tyler wants a low number, and that number 0 would be pretty gosh darn low. The number 14 is not bad. Sunshine kicks things off with a 1-4. Hashtag AJ Foyt. Coming up next, DMI Heat Race #2 winner. He's your reigning High Limit Racing National Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brad Sweet. Brother, you're wearing gold. What's that all about?
Gold, first place, right? So, no, it's Napa 100-year anniversary, so got some Napa folks here with us celebrating. Hopefully we can get a good draw and put on a good show for them. So, yeah, honored to represent Napa all these years. They've been a great partner of ours at Casey Kane Racing, so excited to celebrate this 100-year anniversary with them, and like I said, hopefully we can get a victory.
Okay, gold fire suit, gold race car. Can we expect to see any gold teeth?
No.
All right, Brad. Here's the hot seat question. Flounder Malone, yes, that is that individual's legal name, from Belleville, Pennsylvania, wants to know, what is your hobby, or what do you enjoy to do away from the racetrack to relax, to unwind?
That's a great question. I'm not really good at relaxing, so to speak, but I think honestly just having a barbecue and hanging out at the house with my, with family, friends, wife, daughter, just kicking back, barbecuing. I always enjoy entertaining people.
Hey, you're pretty good at sitting out by a pool in Perth, Australia. I've seen that happen a time or two. Here's Brad Sweet. Let's make some noise for him and give him some luck as he tries to beat a number 14. That's the number spun by Tyler Courtney, the winner of TJ Forged Heat Race #1, DMI Heat Race #2 winner. Brad Sweet wants that 3 for Dale. No! It's the 15, literally 1 digit higher than Tyler Courtney. So that puts Brad Sweet second out of the 2 drivers we've seen spin so far. BR Motorsports Heat Race #3 winner comes to us from right here in the great state of Texas. It's Sam Haferteeth Jr. They love you here. Home state driver. Sam, coming out racing with us at High Limit. Would love to see you a little bit more often, but you have not had a bad year. 2 podiums already with the World of Outlaws. What do you like about racing here in front of a home state crowd?
Well, I don't have to drive very far. That's half the battle.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. How's this Texas Motor Speedway feel underneath your 4 tires here so far tonight?
I think the track crew did about as good as they could do with the rain they got. It's pretty impressive what they've done with it so far. I feel like everybody says, oh, they should have opened it up, but I feel like they made the right move, and this place is pretty temperamental. You get it too opened up, and then we could have been burning tires off and rubbering down. So I feel like they did a really good job, and as far as our race car goes, we weren't very good in hot laps, and we got a little bit better in qualifying, and there in the heat race, we kind of got a gift with the guy jumping the start and got moved to the front row, and honestly, our car felt pretty good there, so keep making gains every time we hit the racetrack.
Hey, Chase Rodman wanted me to let you know he loves you on the Drivers Project, never misses an episode. Flounder Malone from Belleville, PA wants to know, what's your hobby away from the racetrack?
Honestly, years ago it'd be a lot different, but these days it's spending time with my family.
That's awesome. Let's make some noise for Sam Haferteep Jr. Give him some good luck here as he spins the roulette redraw wheel. A 14 by Courtney, a 15 by Brad Sweet. So if Haferteep Jr. can go a 13 or lower, typically an unlucky number, that wouldn't be the case here tonight. He jumped to the front. 15 for Haferteep Jr. And how we break that tie is overall qualifying position. The higher up in qualifying, back at the end of Capital Custom Trailers and Carts qualifying, they will get the nod when it comes down to that tie. TJ Forged, heat race number 1, transfer. How about it? It's Casey Kane! Hey, you're driving a pace car here later this weekend, I heard.
Yeah, I am. Sunday, it'll be first time I've ever driven a pace car. So, yeah, try that out. I've been to that track a lot over the years, so to be pretty cool to pace it again, and not again, but pace it and drive around it again, I guess. But yeah, it should be cool for the Cup race Sunday.
That's got to be wild to have competed there, to race those cars, and now you're going to be in the pace car driving them around the track before the green flag. That'll be pretty cool to tune in and catch. TJ Forged heat race number 1 transfer, Casey Kane. Casey, Flounder Malone wants to know, what's your favorite hobby? What do you do away from the racetrack to enjoy your time?
I would say skiing would be my favorite hobby by far. I love skiing. I love being in the Colorado mountains, and I can ski day after day after day through the winter.
You also hit Washington. I'm from Colorado. What's your favorite resort up in the Rocky Mountains?
Probably Telluride's probably my favorite place to go. Pretty calm and laid back, and the mountains unreal.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right, how about some noise for Casey Kane? Casey Kane here trying to go 13 or lower. We've had a 14 and a pair of 15s. And this will determine where Casey starts in tonight's FK Rod-Ins Dash. Oh, a 31. Not exactly what the Enumclaw Washington driver wanted to see. Next up, your DMI heat race number 2, quickest transfer, rocking some new colors for the Kreitz Racing, number 69K. You'll be able to see him on track later this weekend over at the big track. How about it for Christopher Bell? I did my research. Not just about you, but about this whole combination. Interstate Batteries and your team in NASCAR, Joe Gibbs Racing, have enjoyed the longest partner tenure ever in the sport. And the last time that car you're in tonight, the Kreitz Racing 69K, did not look baby blue, was before this partnership with Joe Gibbs Racing even existed. You're out here changing worlds, man.
Yeah, and that was before I was born. So seeing the 69K in the green colors is definitely foreign, but just super happy to have Interstate Batteries on board the 69K working with Don. He's an amazing crew chief, and it showed again tonight. So in a good position. We'll see if this board treats me good.
Interstate Batteries joined up with Joe Gibbs Racing in '92. The last time the Kreitz Racing 69K was any color other than blue was 1991. That's before both of us were even walking around on this earth. You're making your high limit racing debut. Finally, things went kind of crazy in Vegas when you were supposed to be in the car on Thursday night, but you're back, you're on track, you're ready to rip. Flounder Malone from Belleville, PA wants to know, when you're not at the track and you get some downtime, what's your favorite thing to do? What's your hobby?
Oh man, this one's an easy one. So whenever it's summertime, I'm gonna be out on my boat. So never in a million years would I thought I was a lake guy, but love going out on the lake during the week and riding a surfboard.
All right, the Lake Norman, I like to hear it right there. How about some noise for Christopher Bell? He wants to get that wheel just a little bit lower. We've had a 14, 2 15s, a 31.
That's really low, right?
14's really low. You want a 13 or lower. You got plenty of room there underneath a 14. That 23 is not what he wants. 23 for Christopher Bell.
Is that last so far?
No, it's not. 31 for Casey was last. You're fourth out of the 5 or out of the 6 drivers we've seen spin so far. So our final driver to spin the roulette redraw wheel. This will determine how they line up the FK Rod Ends Dash, which will determine the front 3 rows of tonight's 25-lap feature. He's your BR Motorsports Heat Race number 3 transfer out of Myerstown, Pennsylvania. You know him. You love him. It's the most recent winner here with High Limit. It's Brent Marks. They love you here.
Yeah, it's always love coming to Texas to race. So love this racetrack. It's a lot of fun. Just glad we're here racing tonight, man. They got a lot of rain here yesterday, so I feel like they've done a great job with the racetrack, and just looking forward to getting after it.
You're the most recent winner here. Not only confident, I'm sure that makes you, not only in your ability, but what about your notebook, setting that thing up to go racing tonight?
Yeah, I just feel, last year was my first time here, and I just feel like, me and this place click. So I feel comfortable around here. I feel like we got a good program, and just the night's a little bit tricky. It's really heavy out there, and just trying to keep your car free enough to maneuver through traffic is, always hard. So we're just going to keep working on the car, and these extra laps are always helpful. So just looking forward to it.
Flounder Malone wants to know, when you're not at the racetrack, what's your favorite activity, AKA hobby, as the French call it?
Well, I got 3 kids, so they don't let me do much, but love to eat, so it's something you know about.
Why'd you look at me when you said that, bro? That was not cool. Brent Marks, let's make some noise for him. He just bullied me live on Flow. Not only did he look at me when he said that, but he said it's something I know about. Brent Marks, I don't know what I did to you. All right, let's see what Brent's got here for him. If he can go 13 or lower, he will lead the field to the green flag tonight, and he does! That's a number 11 for Brent Marks. He will now jump to the top spot and lead the field to tonight's FK Rod Ends Dash green flag. So it will be Brent Marks and Tyler Courtney on the front row. The tie was between Brad Sweet and Sam Haferteep Jr. Brad Sweet obviously getting the nod there for third, Haferteep Jr. in fourth, and then it will be Christopher Bell in fifth, lining up alongside the pace car driver for Sunday's NASCAR race just across the street, Casey Kane in the number 9. Great fun down here as always with the roulette redraw wheel, except when Brent Marks picks on me. Hey, lots of partners make it possible for Kubota High Limit Racing to go up and down the road. We want to check in and say thanks to a few of them right now.
As seen on ABC's Shark Tank, the Frozen Farmer is the ultimate frozen treat. Packed with farm fresh flavor, their ice creams and sorbets are made with imperfect fruits, connecting us all in the fight against food waste. Now available in nearly 5,000 locations nationwide, including their must-try all-new line of Barbie ice cream pints and freezer squeezers. Craving a scoop? Find the Frozen Farmer in a...
Are you skeptical about credit cards? With Chime, you don't have to be. There's no credit check and no interest. You easily build credit with on-time payments. Join Chime, the #1 most loved banking app.
Fast and reliable solutions from Comcast Business can help turn your business into a reliably up and running, cybersecure
major form of auto racing, and the exclusive racing electronics REceiver Pro is the micro receiver of choice for the top high-limit drivers. Learn more by calling RE today at 1-800-272-7111.
At Racetrack, we operate about 800 locations in total. We've started to move to these travel centers, right, which are a much larger footprint store. That's where we brought in HP at the edge because it really allowed us to take Racetrack to that next level.
.com and see why both race teams and fans nationwide have always trusted Jake's Golf Carts for their golf cart and utility vehicle needs. Jake's sister company, JT Power Sports, supplies high-limit racing and race fans nationwide with Burromax pit bikes. Check them out at jtpowersports.us. HendrickCars.com is the only site that can handle all your vehicle needs right from the racetrack. We make it easy to shop, buy, and service the way you want. With more than 100 locations, 25 brands, and everything from luxury vehicles to work trucks in our nationwide inventory, Hendrick has it. Schedule a service appointment with our certified master technicians, find a collision center, and even browse hundreds of career openings all on HendrickCars.com.
the Florida coast. Vrbo has over 57,000 exclusive vacation homes on the Florida coast that Airbnb wishes they had. That's 57,000 exclusive perfect sunsets for your teen to miss because they're on their phone. 57,000 exclusive patios where Grandpa can man the barbecue in his "Kiss Me, I'm Flamus" apron. 57,000 exclusive hideouts to gleefully ignore your email. Make it a Vrbo for your next Florida coast trip.
We've got our FK Rod-Ins Dash cars making their way onto the speedway now. This FK Rod-Ins Dash will be 7 laps in distance, and the finishing order will determine the first 3 starting rows of tonight's feature event. Here is the lineup for tonight's Dash. On the pole out of Myerstown, Pennsylvania, driving the M&M Painting and Construction, McGrew Equipment Auctions, Bass Paint, Livewire Customs. With number 19, it's last year's season finale winner, Brent Marks. And outside of him from Indianapolis, Indiana, driving the NOS Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, Elliott's Custom Tours and Carts, Brant Professional Agriculture, Gamebridge, number 7 BC, it's Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. And rolling off in the 3rd spot for this one out of Grass Valley, California, the Napa Auto Parts, Brumo's Collection, Durst Incorporated Factory, Kane FC Track Control, number 49, it is Brad Sweet. And outside of him, from Sunnyvale, Texas, driving the Town Line Variety Gas and Grocery, Prime Powders, High Performance Lubricants, Kaiser Wheels, number 15H, it's Sam Haferteep Jr. And rolling off from the 5th position for this Dash out of Norman, Oklahoma, the Interstate Batteries, Glenville Station, Jetco, Kreitz Oval Track Parts. Number 69K, it's Christopher Bell. And outside of him, your final starter in this one, from Enumclaw, Washington, the Kane Screen Print, Brumo's Collection, HendrickCars.com, Caravan Trailers, FC Traffic Control, number 9 of Casey Kane. FK Rod-Ins brings over 35 years of experience to the industrial performance racing and off-road markets. Established in 1983, FK Rod-Ins has grown to become the preferred source for motion control products to nearly every industry. To learn more, visit us on social media or find us online at www.fkrodins.com. So once again, this is a 7-lap FK Rod-Ins Dash. Where the drivers finish is where they will start in the first 3 rows of tonight's 25-lap main event. Getting a good look high above from the Flow Racing drone of this fantastic facility at the Texas Motor Speedway Dirt Track. Remember, we're right back here on Saturday night after the Xfinity race. And we are expecting a few more cars to be in attendance. We are expecting Corey Dade to be here on Saturday, along with a couple of other cars. So could be over the 30-car mark on Saturday night here at the Texas Motor Speedway Dirt Track. We hope to see you race fans return if you're going to be here for the rest of the weekend. And don't forget, we are back here in October for our season finale. 2 races to end off the season right here at Texas Motor Speedway in October. You can find tickets online at highlevelracing.com. Here's a song coming in from our DJ of the night. That is Chase Randall. Here is Big X The Plug with Texas.
Hey, see, I'm from Texas. We got Beyonce, Trey the Truth, and we can't forget Devin. Big shout out to them boys, and I can't forget back to Texas. I've been feeling like Luca, how about that shit a blessing. Number 1 rule in Texas, keep it solid, ain't no telling. Hey, and always
Big X The Plug here As we roll to the green flag in the dash, Brent Marks will jump out with the early race lead as Brad Sweet makes his way by Tyler Courtney. He's into the second spot as they roll down the back straightaway. Courtney slots into third. Fourth is Sam Hafertepe Jr. Fifth is Christopher Bell. He's challenged on the inside by Casey Kane. They go side by side across the line, but Christopher Bell has the fifth spot into turn one. Brent Marks trying to pick up right where he left off here at the season finale last year. Looking to start on the pole of tonight's 25-lap main event as he shows the way over Brad Sweet. Top two broken away slightly from the NOS Energy Drink, number 7 BC of Tyler Courtney. Hafertepe running in fourth. And then Bell and Kane. Track still pretty fast here in the dash. By the time we get to the feature after the B main, maybe 10 or so laps into the feature, should slow down, should see 2 lanes of racing. But as of right now, Brent Marks is loving everything he's seeing. No issues up front for the M&M Painting and Construction number 19. This time by 2 laps to go for car number 19. Brad Sweet not able to close in on him. Everybody pretty equidistant around the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track. Here's the white flag, 1 lap to go. Brent Marks nice and smooth around the middle portion of the racetrack in 1 and 2. And he'll run that same line in 3 and 4 to the win in the FK Rod Ends Dash. It's Brent Marks. Second goes to Brad Sweet. Third goes to Tyler Courtney. Fourth to Sam Hafertepe Jr. And fifth will be Christopher Bell. So Brent Marks will get the win in tonight's dash, and he'll be on the pole of the main event. It'll be Brad Sweet starting next to him. He ends up in second. Tyler Courtney third. Sam Hafertepe Jr. fourth. Christopher Bell fifth. And Casey Kane rounds out the field in the dash. That is where those drivers will start in tonight's A main. Next on the racing program, it's going to be tonight's Winter's Performance B main. This B main will be 12 laps in distance, 10 cars on the racetrack, and we will transfer the top 6 to the back of the A main. So 12 laps, top 6 going to the A main. As those cars now roll onto the backstretch, let's take a look at the starting lineup. On the pole, the driver to Clute, Texas, driving the Fulkins Brothers Trucking, STC, Power Plus, American Table, B&L Holdings, number 87, it's Aaron Reitzel. And outside of him from El Paso, Texas, the Taco Casa, Mississippi Valley Transportation, Burkham Contracting, Ryder Racing Engines, number J2 of John Carney II. And rolling off on the inside of row number 2 from Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Bob Hurley RV X9 Chassis, Outlaw Wings, Rainbow Nut Butter, number 22M of Reese Moran. And starting in fourth, out of Minden, Nevada, driving the JST Motorsports, The Ritual, Smith Titanium Factory Kane, Maximum Racing Oils, number 88, it's Tanner Thorson. Starting in fifth, out of Lubbock, Texas, the Horizon Whiskey, Nice Cretan Landis, ShopTruckParts.com, PhilPools.com, High Performance Lubricants, number 5 of Brenham Crouch. And starting in the 6th position, out of Kennedale, Texas, driving the Express Car Wash, Abilene Powder Coating, Valvoline One-Way Technologies, number 79, it's Kyle Jones. And in the 4th row on the inside, starting in 7th out of Liberal, Kansas, he's in the Bybee Electric Superior Trailers, Mel Hamilton Racing, Donut Racing Engines, number 36. It's Jason Martin. And outside of him from Olive Branch, Mississippi, driving the NOS Energy Drink, West Tennessee Expediting, Campers Inn, Easy Go, Maximum Racing Oils, number 17, Junior, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And your final row for this B main on the inside of row number 5 from Odessa, Texas, the Excel Compression, One Man and a Dog Lawn Care, Micah Tool, Buy American Oil, number 2B of Brett Becker. And your final starter from Seagoville, Texas, the DFW Urethane.com, Texas Aeroplastics, Harville Racing, number 85 of Colby Stubblefield. Do not see Stubblefield out there on the racetrack. So it looks like we will go with 9 cars for 12 laps and the top 6 going to the back of the feature. HendrickCars.com pace truck is in turn 4. The field will catch up to him over there. Aaron Reitzel on the pole, getting his qualifying time back after having a mechanical issue during the heat race when he was going to be going to the dash. And so Reitzel will be on the charge in the feature later on. But you know what they say? The show goes on.
Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up.
It's Lupe Fiasco with The Show Goes On from Chase Randall's High Roller playlist as we come to the green flag in the Winters Performance. B-Main, we're 3 wide for second into turn 1. Tanner Thorson backed out in the middle portion of that there. He'll fall back into 4th. Race for second down the backstretch. They're side by side. It's Reese Moran on the bottom, John Carney on the outside. Who's going to have second across the line? It looks like it's going to be Reese Moran by just a very thin margin. They'll roll into turn 1. They get very close right there, almost right rear to left front contact between the 22M and the J2. Moran's now into the second spot. Carney slips to 3rd. 4th is Tanner Thorson. 5th is Brennan Crouch. And your final transfer right now is the 36 of Jason Martin. Jason Martin last night celebrated his 43rd birthday, trying to put it in the show here with Highland Racing tonight. He's got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. behind him, Kyle Jones and Brett Becker. Reitzel, his lead already a straightaway over the 22M of Reese Moran. Reitzel putting up a blistering pace in the Power Plus, number 87. Reese Moran, John Carney, Tanner Thorson, Brenham Crouch, and Jason Martin still hanging on to that last transfer spot. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trying to move that NOS Energy Drink number 17 around the racetrack, trying to find some speed, but it's not working for him right now. Stenhouse tonight in his 410 season debut. Reitzel approaching the back of the field now as he has made it to the halfway point of the B-Main. This time by only 5 laps to go as he's on the same straightaway as both Kyle Jones and Brett Becker. Thorson appears to be closing in slightly on the Taco Casa, number J2 of John Carney. Within 1 car length as now Carney separates himself a little bit off of turn number 2. Reitzel now approaching the back of the field, looking to the inside of Brett Becker off of turn number 2. Becker fends him off for now as Reitzel goes low in turns 3 and 4, shows the nose to Becker. And across the line, it looks like Reitzel will make that pass into turn 1. There is Jason Martin. He's got a 5-car length lead over the 17 junior Ricky Stenhouse. 2 laps to go for Reitzel. If Stenhouse wants to be a part of tonight's feature, he's got to make something crazy happen here with 2 laps to go. Stenhouse losing ground that time by. Reitzel will come by this time with the white flag in the air, 1 to go. Another lap car to deal with the 79 of Kyle Jones. Reitzel on the back bumper of Jones as he rolls into turn 3. He'll put a lap down on that 79 car. And off of turn number 4, it's going to be Aaron Reitzel getting the Winters Performance B-Main win. Second will be Reese Moran. 3rd to John Carney. 4th to Tanner Thorson. 5th goes to Brenham Crouch. And 6th will be the 36 of Jason Martin. So Aaron Reitzel is your winner in tonight's Winters Performance B-Main. Reese Moran ends up in 2nd. John Carney in 3rd. 4th goes to Tanner Thorson. 5th to Brenham Crouch. And your 6th and final transfer is the 36 of Jason Martin. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kyle Jones, Brett Becker, and Colby Stubblefield will have to try again on Saturday when High Limit returns here to the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track. Well, race fans, that's it for preliminary action. All that is left on the docket here tonight is our 25-lap, $10,000 to win feature event. And we'll go over that along with the starting lineup when we come back from this break here on Flow Racing.
Ever since I was young, I've always loved marine life and marine conservation, and as I've grown older, you realize all the problems and issues that the oceans and marine life are facing. When we get in, we always start with patient rounds. We'll go around, make sure everyone's doing okay. Certain days of the week, we'll do rounds with Dr. Barrett and the whole team. And then if it's a surgery day, we start surgery first thing in the morning. So we can do anything. We do fibropapilloma tumor removal surgeries. We have turtles that come in with really severe fishing line entanglements. I like that these scrubs, they're very light and breezy, so we are outside in the heat almost all day, every day. So having something that dries really quick and it is also very light is really important for us.
lasting 4 times longer makes a big difference. Castrol Edge Extended Performance now lasts 4 times longer, giving you up to 25,000 miles of the ultimate wear protection between oil changes. Castrol Edge Extended Performance. Better oil, stronger for longer.
Fuses gritty blues, rock, and Americana, creating an authentic and original sound. From humble beginnings playing at local honky-tonks to headlining arenas, amphitheaters, major festivals, and topping the charts, Whiskey Myers' journey is a testament to the enduring spirit of honest music from East Texas. While one driver will visit Whiskey Myers' Victory Lane tonight, you in Formula One circuits around the globe. On behalf of the entire Musco team, we hope you enjoy tonight's event. The Kubota High Limit Racing Rookie of the Year teams proudly display the Race Rudine Foundation logo to promote awareness about addiction. Started by Kevin Rudine after he tragically lost his son Race to a fentanyl overdose in 2016, the Race Rudine Foundation is empowering communities to fight addiction with the hope that others don't have to experience the pain that the Rudine family went through when they lost Race. To learn more about the foundation, visit racerudine.org. That's RAYCERUDEEN.org. For over 7 decades, Eibach has been a reputable name in the automotive industry, specializing in the design and production of high-performance suspension systems and components for various vehicles. Our offerings include springs, shock absorbers, sway bars, and coilovers, providing a comprehensive range of products to enhance the handling and ride comfort of vehicles. Eibach is the leader in performance suspension. Visit eibach.com today.
Well, let's go downstairs and meet our Durst Dice Roller for tonight. If you don't know what the Durst Dice Roll is, well, luckily we've got a guy down there to explain it. His name is Tony Laporta.
Chase, you're right again. My name is, in fact, Tony Laporta, and we are here in Fort Worth, Texas at the Texas Motor Speedway Dirt Track. We've got a good-looking crowd here with us tonight. I can see you folks now. Let me know, are you having a good time tonight? Chase, they would not lie to me. They told me that earlier. They said, we would never lie to you, and I believe them. We are down here getting ready to go for a main event racing, 25 laps. But before we can do that, we need to find out who the Durst Dice Roll driver is going to be. So to help us out with that, here is our Durst Dice Roller. This is Austin Stack. He lives up in Frisco, Texas. Austin, thanks for being with us here tonight. The way Austin earned the opportunity to be the Durst Dice Roller is he had to buy his tickets ahead of time when they went on pre-sale online. We took all of the pre-sale ticket purchasers. We drew their name out of a hat. Austin's name was drawn, so I got to ask you, how early did you buy your tickets for the Stockyard Stampede here at Texas Motor Speedway?
So my dad wanted them as a Christmas present. I want to say I ended up picking them up sometime in early December, maybe a little after that. So it was quite early.
Very smart, good priorities. He knew if he wanted to come and be a part of this weekend, Stockyard Stampede, high limit, NASCAR going on at the big track, he had to get his tickets early. Austin, congratulations, and thanks for being here with us tonight. We talked about it a little bit already. Do you know how the Durst Dice Roll works?
I do now.
Okay, well, just in case you've forgotten the last minute and a half, I'm going to tell the people at home, the people here at Texas Motor Speedway, and you as well, but I doubt you forgot. So Austin was selected as a random pre-sale ticket purchaser. He's down here with us now. In a moment, the very talented Mitch Erickson is going to hand him the Durst Dice. Mitch, why don't you hook him up with the Durst Dice right now? Those are the real-life Durst Dice. Don't let anybody fool you into thinking they're not, because they are. Okay, those are the Durst Dice. Austin here in a moment will roll the dice. He can go this way, he can go that way, you can go into the crowd, you can go onto the track, maybe not onto the track, but you can roll those dice any which way you want. The number that those dice add up to once they are done rolling will determine who our Durst Dice Roll driver is. So for example, Austin, if you rolled the number 6, that would be 6th place starter Casey Kane. In the number 9, one change to our Durst Dice Roll here going into the rest of 2025. Whatever number these dice land on, that is the position of the Durst Dice Roll driver. The number that you and that driver will split will stay right at $5,000. So no matter what number Austin rolls, the number that the driver and Austin will split, should that driver win, is $5 grand. But the Durst Dice Roll still determines what position on the grid that driver comes from. So I got to ask you, before you roll, do you have a driver you're cheering for here tonight? Do you have someone you hope you roll with the Durst Dice?
I do not. First time here. Kyle Larson's a great driver. He can drive anything, but that 87's fast. So I'm not sure.
That 87 is fast. I like both those picks. We're going to see exactly what you've got here with the Durst Dice. You've got a big crowd forming up here behind you. How about it, folks? Can we give Austin some luck? Make some noise here for him. All right, Austin, you ready? Okay, get loud, Texas Motor Speedway. Here we go. Austin stacked. First dice is down. He's going one at a time. That helps me with my addition skills. They need all the help they can get. That's a 4 and a 3. That's a 5, 6, and a 7. 7th place starter is Danny Sams III out of Northport, Florida. Should he win, you and Danny Sams III split $5,000. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. So,
hey, make some noise for him here, folks. He's got a chance to win $2,500. Austin stack, Danny Sams III. It's a match made in heaven. Austin, good luck.
Thank you.
That's Austin Stack, your Durst Dice Rolling fan of the night. Danny Sams III is the Durst Dice Roll driver. The crowd will settle in and get ready for 25 laps of main event racing as we kick off the Stockyard Stampede here at the Texas Motor Speedway.
Central Arizona Raceway. We got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green. Casey Kane is going to have the race lead down the back straightaway. Side by side for second into turn number 3. Brad Sweet underneath of Robbie Price. They get very close off the corner, but Sweet's got the second spot across the line. Now Brad Sweet trying to track down his car owner. How aggressive will he get with Casey Kane, knowing what's on the line for him? As they're side by side back behind for 4th. Tyler Courtney and Aaron Reitzel give that spot to Sunshine off the 4th corner. Reitzel back to 5th. Going to take a few laps to burn off the new moisture on the racetrack, but once that happens, it should be slick, should be 2 grooves, should be super wide around the Arizona Raceway here. Coming around this time by 3 in and 22 to go for Casey Kane. Brad Sweet trying to go to the outside of Casey Kane, but here comes Tyler Courtney to the inside. It's a 3-car battle at the front of the field. Kane now trying to work to the outside of the first lap cars. Brad Sweet pokes his nose to the bottom. Down the back straightaway, they're side by side, at least the lap car and Casey Kane. Kane trying to get by Landon Crawley. He will make the pass off of turn number 4. 1 lap car between your first and second place machines. 10 laps in, 15 to go. Brad Sweet breathing down Kane's neck. Down the back straightaway, look at the inside. Thinks better of it, goes back to the outside. Kane around the bottom. Sweet might have him off the corner. Off of turn number 4, new leader, it's Brad Sweet. Brad Sweet takes the top spot away. He leads on lap number 11, 14 to go. Car off the pace on the backstretch. Silence pulls into the infield. Behind Brad Sweet, now it's a race for second as Casey Kane slides up the racetrack in front of Tyler Courtney. Courtney's going to take second into turn number 1. Tyler Courtney to second. Robbie Price not too far back behind in 4th. Casey Kane fights back to the inside. He'll take the second spot away in turn 4. Good race going on for second. That brings Robbie Price, Aaron Reitzel, and Rico Aber into the mix. Tyler Courtney tries to roll the bottom. Does not work there. Reitzel right in front of Robbie Price. They may have made contact off the corner. Aaron Reitzel now up to 4th. Robbie Price going to get passed by Rico Aber. Aber's into the top 5. Rico Aber up to 5th after a little issue there between Reitzel and Price. Out front, it's all Brad Sweet as he's trying to extend his lead, but the yellow's going to come out. There's a car slow in turn 1. It's Austin McCarl. Austin McCarl slow in turn 1 on the top side of the racetrack and will take the leaders out of traffic with 9 laps to go. Looking for the green off of turn 4. We are back to racing here at Central Arizona Raceway. Brad Sweet to the top in turn number 1 and 2, and he pulls away by 8 or so car lengths. Robbie Price back around the outside of Rico Aber. Move Robbie Price back into the top 5. Bombs away in 3 and 4 as Aber takes the spot back away. Rico Aber across the nose of Robbie Price. Price crosses him up. He'll try and throw a slider of his own into turn 1. He's not going to do it though as Rico Aber around the outside maintains the 5th position. Now Price is feeling the heat from Justin Peck as he looks to the inside, but Robbie Price drives around the outside. Casey Kane hoping to pull off some late race heroics. 1.2 seconds the last time by across the line. This time by still 1.2 seconds as Sweet makes the move on Landon Crawley to put him a lap down. Textbook maneuver right there from Sweet. Doesn't even really lose any ground to the number 9 car, Casey Kane. Cars are side by side ahead of him, but will it matter with just 2 laps to go? Casey Kane, no doubt about it, closing the gap. 9/10 of a second the last time by. Can he do something here on the final lap? 3 cars in front of Brad Sweet. White flag 1 to go. Cars racing in front of Sweet for position. Casey Kane 6 or so car lengths back. Sweet gets held up by Kling. Down the back straightaway. Does Casey Kane have something? In the final corner. Sweet gets held up by Kane. Here they come off the corner. Drag race to the line, but Brad Sweet's going to get the win. Casey Kane ends up in 2nd. Tyler Courtney in 3rd. 4th goes to Aaron Reitzel, and 5th goes to Rico Aber. Cars are making their way onto the front stretch now for your A main event in Le Mans style. We've got something special planned here, not only for tonight, but on Saturday as well. All military members in the grandstands here tonight, please get yourselves ready because the drivers that are in our 24-car field tonight are going to come up here in the grandstands and shake your hand and say thank you for your service. So if you are a military member here in the grandstands tonight at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track, here once we get all of the cars on the track, we're going to have the drivers come into the grandstand and they are going to shake your hands for your service to this country. So if you're a military member, obviously Coast Guard, Marines, Air Force, Army, all that. If you are involved with that, please get yourselves ready to stand up and meet the drivers as they will make their way through the grandstands here in just a few moments. Tony, a very cool thing they're doing here at Texas.
Yeah, Chase, it's just, you said it perfectly. It's just something cool that the folks here at Texas Motor Speedway are choosing to do. And it's not just current and active duty U.S. service members. Any veterans who have served, we invite and we certainly hope they will stand to not only be recognized here in a little while, but get a chance for these drivers to come up and be representatives of Kubota High Limit Racing and the sprint car community and just say thank you and shake these men and women's hands. Again, whether you are currently enlisted, have served, veteran, we just want to honor you and say thank you. So drivers are making their way onto the front straightaway now in their cars. Mike Hess will park them echelon style, and then drivers will make their way out of the cars and into the grandstands. And a little while, Chase, I know you'll kind of give the word when this is all going to begin. But yeah, a very cool thing that the folks at Texas Motor Speedway came up with as we race here for 2 nights at the Stockyard Stampede.
And you can expect to see that on Saturday as well. So if you're watching at home on Flow and you're going to be here on Saturday, you're a military member, get yourselves prepared. You're going to be meeting a couple of drivers that'll be in the feature with Kubota High Limit Racing. We appreciate everybody for coming out here tonight. Once again, we are back here on Saturday night after the Xfinity race over at the big track. We'll be racing here again. And as I mentioned earlier, we will be having a couple more cars in attendance. Should be about 31, 32 cars showing up instead of the 28 that we had here today. A couple people could not make it here during the middle of the week. So should be about a 32-car field coming over on Saturday night after that Xfinity race. And then also, if you like what you're seeing here tonight and you're from the Texas area, High Limit Racing will be back in town later on this year in October for our season finale. Of course, that takes place on October 17th and 18th, the All-In Championship weekend. So if you want to see more sprint car action here in the great state of Texas, then you can get yourself back here October 17th and 18th. Tickets are available online right now at highlimitracing.com. So it looks like we've got all 24 starters down on the front stretch now. The drivers will be making their way into the stands here in just a few moments to shake the hands of all military members. Once again, if you are one of those military members, please be standing so the drivers can come shake your hand and talk to you a little bit before we get underway. Should be going for about 8 to 10 minutes or so to get everybody up and through the stands.
And Chase, Mike Hess corralling the drivers now, so they're making their way up towards the cut-through underneath the start-finish line, the starter stand, rather, and they'll begin to head up into the grandstand area. So, yeah, folks, really cool opportunity here. If you have served or currently enlisted, please rise and let us honor you and look for these drivers as they make their way through. And, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for all of our active duty U.S. service members as well as veterans as the drivers of Kubota High Limit Racing make their way into the grandstand. Such a cool opportunity here. Our full field of main event starters head up into the grandstands. And Chase, this is just a great way to kick off a full weekend of racing here with the Texas Motor Speedway, but a very busy month of May for Kubota High Limit Racing, something I've never been a part of. I'm not sure about yourself, but a very, very cool fixture of this Stockyard Stampede at Texas Motor Speedway.
Certainly is very, very cool. And if you like what you're watching here tonight, folks, if this is your first time ever being at a sprint car race and you like what you're seeing, High Limit Racing, we race 50, 60 times a year. We are not done after Saturday night here at Texas Motor Speedway. We head on down the road on Wednesday to the 81 Speedway in Park City, Kansas. We are back in action a few days later in Kansas, again at the Lakeside Speedway. And then a night later, we go to Tri-City Speedway in Pontoon Beach, Illinois. 2 nights later, we go to Kokomo Speedway in Indiana. 2 nights after that, we go to Ohio and the Fremont Speedway. And then 2 nights after that, we're up in the state of New York at Ransomville and Utica, Rome. And then we go over to Grandview Speedway in Pennsylvania. 3 nights at the Port Royal Speedway for the Bob Weichert Memorial, and then Lawrenceburg and Butler. So Lawrenceburg, Indiana, Butler Motor Speedway in Michigan. That is the busy month of May that we have put together with High Limit. Now, Tony, we did take 3-4 weeks off there, but we are making up for it in May. Don't you worry.
Oh, certainly we are. We're gonna be running around like crazy during the month of May. I think it was something like 18 nights of racing was supposed to kick off last night at Texarkana 67 in something like 33 or 34 days. Of course, Texarkana getting washed out, but we're back on track, ready to go for 2 races and 3 nights here at Texas Motor Speedway. Chase, I just got to tell you something else really cool about this opportunity for drivers to go up into the grandstands and shake the hands of these service members, retired and active, and thank them. A couple of these guys, whether they were late getting their cars here onto the front straightaway or discussing with their crew members, once they realized the other drivers were already up in the crowd, these drivers began jogging. I caught a couple guys, Casey Kane, Tanner Thorson, they jogged, they ran, and made sure they got up into the grandstands in time to go through and meet and greet with all these fans here, again, with a special focus on U.S. service members. So you can tell that it means a lot to these drivers to have the opportunity to just do something different on a busy, intense, competitive race night and to honor service members the way they are. This has been something really cool that TMS has drummed up.
It certainly has been, and like we mentioned, you can expect to see this again on Saturday night here for the feature as well, as we've got a couple of drivers still up there in the stands. Saw a couple guys getting a good picture in with a driver or two, and a lot of handshakes obviously coming in as well. So cool stuff. There's Landon Crawley right there as he's shaking the hand of a military member there as well, as he wishes him good luck. And the drivers now beginning to head back towards the infield and be prepared to get strapped into these cars, Tony, for our 7th race of 2025. And it's going to be interesting to see a couple of these guys. One, obviously, the Durst Dice Roller, Austin mentioned him. Aaron Reitzel was supposed to be starting the top 6 tonight, obviously going to be coming out of the B main. He is definitely one of the people that I think a lot of people have eyes on in this one.
And just got a chance to check in with Aaron before they went up into the grandstands. Chase, sounds like it was a fuel pump clamp issue on the number 87 for Aaron Reitzel, the driver originally from Clute, Texas, now residing these days in Knoxville, Iowa, the sprint car capital of the world. But man, again, after a really crazy start to 2025, taking a rock to the face during the FK Rod-Ends Dash back at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway on Saturday night in round 1. Aaron Reitzel has just been on fire. Think about the whooping he put on him back in Southern California at Paris Auto Speedway. Aaron Reitzel has come back to a national tour in 2025, ready to play, and he's got his work cut out for him, as you said. But if he can make it through these first couple of laps and find some clean air, Reitzel is absolutely somebody these fans should keep an eye on, as well as the rest of the field.
Yeah, you got that right, Tony, as all the drivers have made their way back onto the front straightaway, now begin to get into their race cars for 25 laps of action here at the Stockyard Stampede. With that being said, let's now introduce you to tonight's starting lineup. Starting outside of row number 12 in the 24th position here tonight. From Liberal, Kansas, driving the Bybee Electric, Superior Trailers, Mel Hamilton Racing, Donat Racing Engines, number 36, it's Jason Martin. And rolling off on the inside of row number 12 in the 23rd position. From Lubbock, Texas, the Horizon Whiskey, Nice Cretan Landis, ShopTruckParts.com, PhilPools.com, High Performance Lubricants, number 5, of Brenham Crouch. And starting on the outside of row number 11 in the 22nd position, from Minden, Nevada, the JST Motorsports, The Ritual, Smith Titanium Factory Cane, Maxima Racing Oils, number 88, it's Tanner Thorson. And starting 21st, from El Paso, Texas, the Taco Casa, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Burkham Contracting, Ryder Racing Engines, number G2, John Carney II. Rolling off on the outside of row number 10 in the 20th position from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Driving the Bob Hurley RV X9 chassis, Outlaw Wings, Rainbow Nut Butter. Number 22M, it's Reese Moran. And it was inside, starting 19th out of Clute, Texas. The Fulkins Brothers Trucking, Power Plus, STC American Table, B&L Holdings. Number 87, Aaron Reitzel. And rolling off from 18th, from Benton, Arkansas, driving the J.B. Henderson Construction, MPV Logistics, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Smith Titanium, number 45X, Landon Crawley. And to his inside, out of Lebanon, Indiana, driving the Sander Engineering, Four Seas Construction, Tally, Autry Plumbing, Simcal Demolition, number 14, it's Spencer Baston. Your 16th starter comes to us out of Locust Grove, Oklahoma. Driving the Pella, Avanti Windows and Doors, Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design, Genmore Florist, number 13, it's Dason Persley. And your 15th starter, coming to us out of Crandall, Texas, the Precision Repro Graphics, Smiley's Race Products, Classic Starter and Alternator, Synergy Construction, number 4, Austin Mundy. And rolling off on the outside of row number 7 in the 14th position from Monrovia, Indiana, driving the Skagit Speedway, Race Redeem Foundation, Ford Performance, Hager Realty Services, number 26, it's Justin Peck. And rolling off to his inside in the 13th position from Elk Grove, California, the Flow Racing, Finley Farms, HendrickCars.com, Fulkins Brothers Trucking, Works Limited, JVI Group, number 57, Young Money, Kyle Larson. Starting in the 12th position outside of row number 6 from Altoona, Iowa, the Country Motors Construction, Ochoco West, Bosma Family Farms, Tucker Trucking, number 88W, it's the big unit, Austin McCarl. And starting from 11th, one of our Race Redeem Foundation Rookie of the Year contenders out of Apollo, Pennsylvania, the Mercedes Motorsports, Ducati at Pittsburgh, Hollywood Blasting Coating, Mountain Mechanical, Mad Motorsports, number 42, Cy Lynch. And into your top 10 feature starters on the outside of row number 5 from Charlotte, North Carolina, the PristineAuction.com, Avanti Windows and Doors, number 84, it's Ty Gibbs. And starting in the 9th position from St. Helena, California, the Rico Abreu, Kerbag and Janine Racing, Pacific Boring, Stadelhofer Construction, Waste Connections, ArcZone.com, number 24, Rico Abreu. And on the outside of row number 4, the DJ of the night from Waco, Texas. He drives the All Buy Your Alternative, Infamous Inc., Bush's Chicken, Flint Rock Ranch, Easy Print. Number 9R, the quickest chicken, Chase Randall. And starting 7th, the Durst Dice Roll driver here tonight out of Northport, Florida, the Global Link, Moxie Performance Sports Advisors, Creative Products Group, number 24D, it's Danny Sams III. And starting outside of row number 3, in the 6th position, the driver from Enum Claw, Washington, the Kane Screen Print, Brumos Collection, HendrickCars.com, Caravan Trailers, FC Traffic Control, number 9, Casey Kane. And rolling off from P5 in his high limit racing debut out of Norman, Oklahoma, the Interstate Batteries, Glenville Station, Jetco, Kreitz Oval Track Parts, number 69K, Christopher Bell. Outside of row number 2 in the 4th position, out of Sunnyvale, Texas, the Town Line Variety, Gas and Grocery, Prime Powders, High Performance Lubricants, Kaiser Wheels, number 15H, it's Sam Hayford-Teep Jr. And starting in 3rd, from Indianapolis, Indiana, the NOS Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Brandt Professional Agriculture, Gamebridge, number 7 BC, Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. And the front row for 25 laps and $10,000 to win at the Stockyard Stampede. On the outside of row 1, from Grass Valley, California, the Napa Auto Parts, Brumos Collection, Durst Incorporated, Factory Cane, FC Traffic Control, number 49, the Big Cat, Brad Sweet. And your pole sitter, looking for back-to-back wins here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. On the pole, out of Myerstown, Pennsylvania, the M&M Painting and Construction, the Crew Equipment Auctions, Baps Paint, Livewire Customs, number 19, it's Brent Marks. 24 cars going for 25 laps and $10,000 to win. It's the Stockyard Stampede. It is race number 7 of 2025 with Kubota High Limit Racing. And for the final time tonight, we get to listen in to Tony Laporta. You thought I was going to say something else, Tony, didn't you?
Oh, Chase, good save right there. I like how quick on your feet you are. Just walked up and down this grid of Kubota High Limit Racing stars as they sat in their cars ready to go. Asked a few of them, any words of wisdom? Well, Chase Randall said, I'm ready to go fast. Danny Sams III, he said, all I'm thinking about is a top 10. Tyler Courtney, he hit me with the real wisdom. He said, to finish first, you first must finish. Well, and Brent Marks, he's thinking forward already, because when I asked him what his plan was for this race and what he was worried about, all he said was lap traffic. So if that doesn't tell you where the driver from Myerstown, Pennsylvania thinks he'll end up tonight, you need to think again. Brent Marks knows they've got a very fast number 19. You already said it. He's trying to go for back-to-back feature wins here. He picked up $50,000 last October at the All-In Championship finale. He wants to stay up front, deal with lap traffic quickly and efficiently as he tries to cruise to a 25-lap feature victory here tonight in Fort Worth, Texas.
Thank you very much, Tony. And don't forget, Rodman's Risk had Brent Marks tonight. He was plus 3,100 coming into the night. He'll roll off from the pole. For the final time tonight, here's a song coming in from Chase Randall's High Roller playlist. It's The Score with Glory.
I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory. I'll be more than just a fable. I'll be written in the stars.
Once again, that is from Chase Randall's playlist. You see those QR codes pop up on your screen. If you scan those, it'll take you to the master playlist for all the drivers that have had a playlist come out so far. Also, if you just type in the driver's name, so long as they've had a playlist so far this year, you can just see the individual drivers on Spotify as well. So if you want to just type in Chase Randall High Roller playlist, it'll pop up on your screen. You can check out his favorite songs. Cars are getting fired off now, and in a moment, they're going to get behind the HendrickCars.com pace truck. HendrickCars.com pace truck located in turn number 1. The drivers finding their proper starting position behind it, with Brent Marks looking for his first win 2025 up there on the front row. Next to Brad Sweet, who has 2 wins so far this year. Brad Sweet and Aaron Reitzel, the only full-time high-limit drivers that have gotten a win within the first 6 races of the season. Other wins going to Corey Day and Kyle Larson to open up 2025. A couple more drivers getting into their proper starting position. Texas Motor Speedway, welcome to the High Limit Room. We've got 24 high rollers, but only one's hitting the ultimate jackpot here tonight. It's time to double down. It's time to raise the stakes. And it is time to go all in with Kubota High Limit Racing. Drivers break off that 4 wide. Now, race fans, we do ask if you could please take your seats so that those behind you are able to see the racing action equally. will be going green the next time by at the chalk stripe in turn number 4. 25 laps of distance here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Brent Marks and Brad Sweet in row 1. Row number 2, Tyler Courtney and Sam Hafertepe Jr. Row 3, Christopher Bell and Casey Kane. Row 4, Danny Sams and Chase Randall. Back behind them in row number 5, it's going to be Rico Abreu and Ty Gibbs. Then Cy Lynch and Austin McCarl. Row 7, Kyle Larson and Justin Peck. Row 8, Austin Mundy and Dason Persley. Row 9, Spencer Baston and Landon Crawley. Row 10, Aaron Reitzel and Reese Moran. Row 11, John Carney, Tanner Thorson, Brenham Crouch, and Jason Martin. Texas Motor Speedway, we got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing up at turn number 4. We are green. Good start for Sam Hafertepe Jr. Looks to the inside of Brad Sweet for the second position. And now Hafertepe draws to the left rear. Got a car off the pace, but keeps on going. That was Jason Martin. He falls to the tail end of the field. Brent Marks will lead lap number 1 in the Murray Marks Racing number 19 car. Brad Sweet runs in second. Hafertepe in third. Fourth is Tyler Courtney. And fifth at this point in time is Casey Kane. Christopher Bell around the outside. He'll make the pass on Danny Sams. The third move Bell up into the P6 position. Car off the pace in turn 3. Justin Peck has a problem. And he gets tagged by Reese Moran, and that nearly causes more issues. The 26 of Justin Peck was slowing down the back straightaway. And Reese Moran not able to react quick enough and gets into the back of him. And so Justin Peck is going to have to go to the work area, which is located outside of turn number 2. See the nose wing damage on the 22M of Reese Moran. Now, usually, if I remember correctly, Tony, the work area was in the infield last time we were here, but with the rain that came through the area the last couple days, too wet down there, so Peck's going to have to hang a hard right off the turn in the second corner right now if he wants to get some repairs made here, or he's going to have to go through the infield.
You're exactly right, Chase. Mike Hess talked about that during the drivers' meeting this afternoon about how the infield grass here inside Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track was just too soft. He didn't want to risk getting mules or race cars, for that matter, stuck here in the infield. So as you watch that live look of the Skagit Speedway Race Rudine Foundation machine driven by Justin Peck, he'll take it into the tunnel. They'll push him out and back around the outside of turn number 2 where his team is waiting for him in the work area.
And he will be followed by Reese Moran, who's also going through the tunnel now to try and make repairs to the Bob Hurley RV number 22M. Here's a replay. And you see Peck, some smoke come out of the car, and he comes to a crawling pace in turn 2, and Reese Moran not able to react quite quick enough there, and comes to a stop.
And Chase, as you saw from the drone shot, Justin Peck did not even take the left-hand turn onto the paved alley that they've made the work area on here at TMS. That looks like probably Tyler Tessemaker lined up behind him as they take that race car straight to the trailer. So you're left to imagine it's possibly a terminal engine failure underneath the hood of that 26.
Certainly could be, as we see the Frozen Farmer pick pine out there on the track, race fans. The drivers either go inside or outside of that pick pine, and that is the lane that they will restart in. Thanks to our friends at Frozen Farmer for putting a little twist on the choose cone. As the repairs are going on right now for Moran, he does have guaranteed time down there, Tony.
Yeah, for Moran, running into the back of the 26 of Justin Peck. Of course, you're never sure exactly what's completely wrong on that race car. They're trying to swap out a right front shock. The nose wing pushed way back. They're going to try to bring that bracket back down. Of course, he can run with it, pushed back a little bit, but at just under a half mile, this Texas Motor Speedway dirt track is quite fast. And Chase, any additional front end grip, any help these drivers can get with pointing these 410 wing sprint cars anywhere they want, that's going to come in the form of aerodynamic downforce. And if that nose wing is not situated just perfectly over that front axle, well, then these drivers aren't going to feel the optimal amount of front-end aerodynamic downforce, and that's going to result in a very ill-handling race car. So not only do they go to work on the right front corner of Reese Moran's machine in the work area, they want to try to get that nose wing as perfectly placed back in front of that race car as they can, so it handles as close to the way it did before the green flag flew.
I don't know about the rest of you folks watching, but I think Tony Laporta should teach a class on aerodynamics after that illustration there that he just gave us. As here comes Moran back onto the track in turn number 4. So Reese Moran has made the repairs, and he'll join at the tail end of the field. And then we should be getting back to racing here in just a few moments, as we did get one lap completed. As it looks like we are coming to green this time by. Brent Marks and Brad Sweet lead it back down to the line. We're back underway. Brad Sweet trying to cross up Brent Marks into turn 1. He'll look low, but Marks around the outside has the momentum and has the race lead. Sam Hafer Team Jr. running in the 3rd spot on the back bumper of Brad Sweet as Casey Kane makes the pass on Tyler Courtney. Move Casey Kane up to the 4th position now. Casey Kane looking for another top 5 with High Limit Racing in 2025. Tyler Courtney now in 5th with Chase Randall behind him. Danny Sams in 7th. Rico Abreu challenging Christopher Bell into turn 3. Give Abreu the 8th position off of turn number 4. Rico Abreu gets by Christopher Bell. Abreu's up to 4th. Or make that 8th, excuse me. Bell back to 9th and 10th at this point in time is Landon Crawley having a good run right now in that 45X. Most drivers around the inside hub here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track, but they're going to have to try something different when they get to the back of the field, which will happen in about 2 laps. Brent Marks approaching Ty Gibbs, Reese Moran, and Jason Martin. This was what happened in all 3 races last season with High Limit here at Texas. Traffic was the name of the game. Marks to the outside of Ty Gibbs will put him 1 lap down. Car up in smoke on the backstretch, and that is Danny Sams. The yellow's out. Smoke pouring out of the back of the Moxie Performance Sports Advisors number 24D. And we'll see if Danny Sams does the same maneuver that Justin Peck did, which is drive right by the work area as he points that car down the hill towards the tunnel. And we will pick it up on the flow drone when he makes it back out there, and we'll see if Danny Sams is able to get that car to the attention of his crew members or if he takes it straight to the trailer. We did mention earlier on that Dennis Gainey, car owner of the 6K for Caleb Johnson normally, runs at Knoxville, runs all over the place in the Midwest. He is here tonight as the crew chief for Danny Sams due to Danny Sams unfortunately losing his grandfather earlier on this morning. And so Danny Sams' father went to be with the family there. So Dennis Gainey came down to help out. And it looks like, Tony, it looks like Sams head back to the trailer.
Yeah, absolutely, Chase. And with smoke coming out and him coming, slowing as quickly as he did, you just start to wonder, right? All right, you just joked I could give a class on aerodynamics. Clearly, I couldn't, but I appreciate the compliment. But from this uninformed observer's point of view down here, you just have to wonder. This is a big, fast, nearly half-mile racetrack. This area has been pounded with rain the last couple days, meaning it is humid. The temperature, very cool. What do we always see happen when teams go to the half mile at Volusia in Florida to start the season? Almost too good of conditions for the engine to make horsepower. You wonder if with that combined high amount of humidity from the local weather they've had here recently, the last couple days with all that rainfall and the cool weather, could that be hurting these engines more than the tuners anticipated coming into tonight?
Good call there, Professor Laporta, as we do have 2 cars coming out of the work area. We got Reese Moran back onto the track and Jason Martin, who pulled off around the same time as Sams there. And so both drivers have been able to go to the work area, come back out, and rejoin at the tail end of the field. We got 6 laps completed. It's Brent Marks showing the way. Brad Sweet, Sam Hafer Team Jr., Casey Kane, and Tyler Courtney. Top 5 cars. If Sweet wants any chance at Marks, he's going to have to hope for a little bit deeper lap traffic than what we just saw in that last run. Only took him about 5 laps to get to the back of the field. Coming back to green here at the Stockyard Stampede. Once again, Sweet able to cross up Marks heading into turn 1, but he's not able to slide in front of him. Marks maintains the top spot. 1 car out of the groove in turn 1. It's Christopher Bell, and he falls to the way tail end of the field. Bell now back into about the 19th position after a mistake in the first corner. Christopher Bell might have a problem on that car as he is still losing positions down the front straightaway. Top 5, all single file spread out. Chase Randall's now made his way up into the 4th position. Yellow is out this time for Austin McCarl. Christopher Bell also taking the Interstate Battery 69K back to the pit area. So Austin McCarl stopped in turn 3. That is what the yellow is for. So it looks like Jason Martin and Christopher Bell both took their cars back to the pit area. This will leave us with a single file restart, as we did not get a lap complete there. Actually, yes, we did, excuse me. We did get a lap complete, so we should still have a double file restart. As High Limit Racing officials checking in on Austin McCarl. Looks like all 4 tires are still filled with air. Austin McCarl running in the 15th position at the time of this incident. Here's your top 10 when we go back to the green flag. Brent Marks, Brad Sweet, Sam Hafertepe Jr. That's the top 3. Chase Randall looking for his best finish of the season in 4th. Tyler Courtney 5th. Casey Kane 6th. 7th is Rico Abreu. 8th is Landon Crawley. 9th is Kyle Larson. And 10th is Cy Lynch. Now, I do not want to do the announcer's jinx here, Tony, but Cy Lynch, best finish of the season heading into tonight, 20th. And right now, he's running top 10, so that's definitely something he's looking forward to trying to do is get a top 10 here tonight.
Chase, in talking with Cy Lynch back in the pit area before we got going tonight, he was surprisingly upbeat. He said the big break in the schedule, those 3+ weeks off, came at the perfect time. They got everything repaired, the trailer restocked, and Cy says he feels very confident going into the month of May here with High Limit.
All right, we'll see if he can move forward a little bit more as we come back to the green flag. Brent Marks still with the race lead. Good restart this time by for Sam Hafertepe Jr. Hafertepe got it next to Brad Sweet, but could not make it happen. Sweet, he drives it in deep, but Marks too strong around the outside. Back behind them, Landon Crawley getting by Rico Abreu on the restart. Crawley's now up into the 8th position. Good run right now for Landon Crawley, the Johnny Herrera Racing number 45X. Aaron Reitzel about to crack into the top 10, as is Tanner Thorson. Thorson started behind Aaron Reitzel. Thorson's up to 11th now. Thorson looking underneath of Kyle Larson off of turn number 4. This is the race for 8th, 9th, and 10th. Brent Marks puts another one in the books. 12 down, we're at the halfway point, 13 to go. Marks does not want to see traffic, but Brad Sweet and Sam Hafertepe Jr. do. Most of the drivers single file around the 4/10 mile here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track, as Marks is once again on the same straightaway as the lap traffic. Ty Gibbs, Austin McCarl, Reese Moran, Austin Mundy all lie right in the crosshairs of Brent Marks. Brent Marks now to the back of the field. Reinforcements on the way in the form of Brad Sweet and Sam Hafertepe Jr. Around the outside, he'll get by the first lap car. Marks now has to work on the 88 car of Austin McCarl. Brad Sweet looking to the outside of Ty Gibbs down the backstretch. He is closing the gap on the M&M Painting and Construction number 19. This time by 9 laps to go for Brent Marks. Marks now into some faster cars, harder to get by them. Sweet now within 3 car lengths. Off of turn number 2. Brad Sweet closing in, looking for his 3rd win of the season. Sam Hafertepe Jr. also closing in as well. Marks gets cut off by Austin McCarl down the front straightaway. Marks has to go to the outside, now goes to the inside. Good move right there to get by Austin McCarl, but he doesn't get by him. That could be a huge moment in this race. Here comes Hafertepe. He's on the back bumper of Brad Sweet. Marks makes his way by McCarl off of turn number 4. Now getting into the back bumper of the 22M of Reese Moran. Reese Moran just in front of your race leader. Then maybe a lap or 2 of breathing room for Marks. He makes his way by Moran off of turn number 4. 2 lap cars between your 1st and 2nd place machines. Now Sweet gets by the 88 of McCarl. Hafertepe still running in 3rd. 4th is Chase Randall, and 5th is Tyler Courtney. This time by 5 laps to go for Brent Marks. Car off the pace front straightaway. Reese Moran pulls in. We will stay green. Now there are no lap cars between your 1st and 2nd place cars. Marks working on the number 4 of Austin Mundy, the J2 of John Carney. Track pretty narrow right now. Hard to get by some of these slower cars. And that will play into the hand of Brad Sweet. This time by will be 3 laps to go for Brent Marks. Trying to go back-to-back at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Marks trying to pick his battles and pick them wisely here on the back bumper of Austin Mundy. Mundy enters the corner low, slides up high. Marks dives it off the corner. He'll get by the slower car. Brent Marks gets by Austin Mundy. That might be the move that he needed right there. Next time by will be the white flag for Brent Marks. Brent Marks to the white flag, 1 lap to go. One more car to potentially deal with here on the final circuit. It's John Carney. Sweet, not close enough. Brent Marks through 3 and off of 4. It's back-to-back wins here at Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Marks gets it done. Brad Sweet ends up in second. Third goes to Chase Randall. Fourth will make that third to Sam Hafertepe. Fourth to Chase Randall. And fifth goes to Tyler Courtney. Well, he got the win here at the All-In Season Championship finale back in October, and he comes back a few months later and does it again. Your winner tonight is Brent Marks. Brad Sweet second, Sam Hafertepe Jr. third, then Chase Randall, then Tyler Courtney top 5, Casey Kane, Landon Crawley 7th, Rico Abreu 8th, Kyle Larson 9th, Tanner Thorson 22nd to 10th, and then Aaron Reitzel, Dason Persley, Spencer Basin, Cy Lynch, Brenham Crouch top 15. John Carney, Austin Mundy, Ty Gibbs, Austin McCarl, Reese Moran, Christopher Bell, Jason Martin, Danny Sams, and Justin Peck. Brent Marks up on the scales to make sure he meets the minimum weight requirement. And there you go. It is official. Brent Marks, the winner of tonight's Stockyard Stampede at the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track, and he will now head over to Whiskey Myers Victory Lane.